You know how to find the employee, right? You can either go to display or you can go to maintain. So I'm going to double click on maintain, and I'm actually going to check that it is Jack Venga, and we do have an employee. So a few things we could actually do here. Let's go to their family member dependents, right? Click over there, click on the pencil or the create button over here. We're going to do create. We're actually going to create a child, and it is the number 2. First name would be Jack Jr. It is a male. Birth date is 03/03/1995. Okay, we don't need to keep the SIN number of the child. The address could be the same. Child could be working for you, I suppose, but in this case they're not. And what the marital status of the child is. So a lot of this information we wouldn't keep unless it impacts some sort of a benefit. So let's save this. Now when you save and this date turns red, the start date, just go in and put in the employee's starting date again and click the save button. It should work for you. And when you save, you'll get back to this main menu. Now let's define some address information for this employee before we continue to give him some money. From the Core Employee Info tab, go to Addresses, and let's click this button here to create a new record. And you can have more than one address for this employee. Most usually you would have a home address. So let's double click on that, and let's put it in. So it's a home address. There's no care of. Street number is 123 High Street, City, Toronto, Province, Ontario, postal code M2J2K8, Canada, and telephone number 416-555-1212. Now, you can have up to 4 additional communication types. So for example, cell number, cottage number, fax number, and you could put those numbers here. So let's click the save button, and notice it's telling you that the postal code format is wrong. So let's put a space in there and let's try again, and there we go. Click the check mark, and we're done. Now let's actually try to give this employee some money. So move from the Core Employee Info tab to the Gross Net Payroll tab, and we want to assign some basic pay. So you notice there's no green check mark next to it because we haven't done anything yet. Let's go to basic pay and click this button here to create. So first of all, make sure that the start date is reflective of the actual date the person started or the date that you're about to give this pay. So let's go down here and choose a reason. Now new hire is not there, so we're just going to choose a code called 00, but notice later on we can give pay increases based on a number of different reasons. Let's choose 00. The person is a full-time employee, is a Canadian employee, and the reason we do that is if your employee is based out of Canada but is an expatriate and works, let's say, short-term in another country, let's say for a year or 2 years, there might be tax implications between the two countries, right? Now let's choose a PS group or a salary grade, and we're going to put grade 001, this one here, and let's choose a version, and we'll put them in 04. Now let's put in 75 hours semi-monthly of work, and that's how much we pay the person for, but it might also be the amount of hours of work we get out of the employee. The employee's next pay increase might be on 11/17/2016, and their annual salary is $32,000. Now let's try that. We might get an error that it's out of range. So it says annual salary is not within range. So I'm going to put in $42,000 and press enter, and let's see. So it's not working, and I'm just going to go back here to delete this level and reassign it to 04. That should be fine. Let's try it. Now if you're in this screen and you get problems with some of the numbers, in this case what I've done is I've readjusted this to $47,000, and I've readjusted the grade. It'll automatically update this, and if you try to save and it gives you some error, just try pressing enter a few additional times and the information will be there. So let's have a look at basic pay. Click, and the person's making $1,958 gross before taxes every semi-monthly. Now let's go over to the Planning Data tab, and you can use these scroll buttons to go back and forth. Click on Education, and we're going to enter some educational or skill records in the Employee Skills Inventory. So click on the Create button, and let's choose a start date. So let's say this person took this course on December the 1st, 2015, and it was a 2-day course. So the 2 date would be 12/02/2015, so it includes the first and includes the second. The establishment where they took the course was, let's say, a technical school, and the location was Toronto. They didn't get a certificate, so we're going to say no final certificate. And the duration of the course was 2 days, and there was a final grade of an A. Now you could go in and put branch of study, technical and so on, or no branch of study, etc. You can go in and put additional information, but quite often what happens is that the actual establishment code here will determine if you can put information in these boxes here, and that will be company specific. Now because we're using a generic education system, we don't know what all of these codes are, so you can keep trying different ones until they work, but I'm going to leave these blank, and I'm not going to put an appraisal or a fee here at all. So I'm going to save this record, and I'm going to do one more. So go to Education, Create, and let's put in a start date of, we're going to book this person into a course on 01/15/2016, and it's going to last for 5 days. So January 2016. Actually be a little bit more. So let's put them in. We're going to send them to a trade school, and it will be in Ottawa, and it will be a non-certificate program. It'll be a 6-day program, or let's do 15-day program, and the final grade we don't know, and we're going to leave this part blank. So let's save it, and let's have a look. So if you ever wanted to quickly see what the employee's done in terms of education, you can click on this button for overview, and it says that they've done 2 of these different things. Okay, so let's click the back button.